Good morning, good morning, good morning everyone, and welcome to beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Back on my favorite coastline. Don't mind the sarcasm, still my favorite coastline in Barbados for sure. You know me, I am not biased. It's not that I live near here or that I was raised here or I spent almost all my life on these beaches. There's no bias in this whatsoever. Good morning to each and every one of you. I'm not sure how many of you know where we are. Now, I know there are some, because some of you would have woken up to this view quite a few times. Maybe not exactly where we are, but very close to where we are. It is a beautiful morning in Barbados. We're going to keep the mystery going just for a little bit longer. And first of all, I'm going to give you a little bit of a 180 as a teaser, because I know there's someone on here this morning that's either going to love me or hate me for where we are. But anyhow, here we go. That's enough. Not going to give you any more yet. I know that person right now is either using this as medication or getting ready to come down here and do some serious coffee brewing on me. I know the sludge that she's going to produce the very first time I see her is going to be like vengeance sludge. Good morning to each and every one of you. It's a perfect location this morning to see our Serenity Prayer. I'll show you where we are in a minute, where we set up and stuff, so you can get an understanding of where we go to bring you the best that we can bring you. Good morning one more time. So those of you who like join us, please do so. All others, we'll be back with you in a few moments time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Alright, the cat's almost out the bag. We're almost there. There we go. Alright, so we're directly in front of Mistle Cove. Some of you may know of here. Some of you may not, but I'm sure many of you know of Mimosas. That is Mimosas right there. I've been asked many times recently if this beach is a year-round beach. No, it is not, or part of it is not. But I am seeing a lot of coconut trees inside of this section here, so I'm assuming yes, it is now. I haven't been down here for quite some time. Last time we came down here, there was a cave that went underneath that point there. That cave was being sealed, obviously, because of safety issues and stuff, and being reinforced with boulders and things to protect the property itself. As you will see a little further out, the place that don't have the boulders have taken some severe pounding from the elements. Our crazy driver, our one-armed bandit, I'm going to give you either medication or you can get cruel with me. See your flat right up there, see your apartment, see your terrace, see your balcony where we have coffee. That is where you will be shortly. So that is your medication for today. This is Trevor Hotel. A lot of you on here know this place. I know that for sure. A lot of you actually stay here. I just go up a little bit on their steps just to show you what it's like above. Now, I don't know, last day I've seen this gate open, and looking at the locks and the hasp and stuff, I don't know if it has been open for many, many years. But when I used to frequent here, because my buddy Trot used to actually stay here, used to do maintenance and stuff here, and live in the back section, we used to come through this gate all the time to this beach. But this is the view without all the catware and stuff. Mr. Conductor, this is your nosy for this morning. Beautiful section. And driver, there you go. I gave you a picture this morning from the front section. You're now getting a view from the back. I'm sure you didn't expect this morning, but you know how we are. We like to please and we like to help those that are struggling and having difficult times. So this morning, we're dedicating this one for you. Beautiful. We were on top of that lovely flat elevation there, as though it had been built for our camera. I think honestly that Mr. Cove must have decided they were going to put a lovely platform for us to do our daybreaks on. So I thank you very much for the owners and the people that are managing that property. We do appreciate that beautiful lookout point. It is a gorgeous morning here on the rock. Have a look at that sky above. We're not able to see the actual sunrise itself, but you can see it is a beautiful day. Absolutely stunning. And what would even make it more beautiful is me. Good morning to each and every one of you all. It is a pleasure to spend this morning with you, this beautiful Friday morning. Yesterday, one of our members, aka the Mary Switch, asked me if I was going to have a competition to see who could guess where we would be for Docile Saturday. We did put up a photo on our off day on Wednesday of a beach, and a lot of people have been asking, where's this beach, where's this beach? Well, that's where we're going tomorrow, God spare life, and if the conditions are correct. So Hopefully some of y'all will make some guesses. As I told her as well, none of y'all will be right because she wants to get a prize for someone being right. But as I told her, no one will be right because wherever y'all guess, I'll go somewhere different. Because I want the coffee, I'm not going to buy coffee for you all. Y'all have to buy coffee for me. So good morning to you all. And I know that y'all don't want to leave this beautiful view, but we're going to take you on a walk now. So we're going to turn the camera for you. Mimosas. I know a lot of our family who I've met recently that stayed in the South Coast walk all the way from Coconut Court here for breakfast in the morning. They say that this is the best omelette they've ever had in their life. And they seem to be celebrating that. So I guess he eats a lot of omelette. Good morning to you, family. You know I'm talking about. No names called as yet. Let's see how that goes for now. Alright, last time I was here on this beach was probably in my early 20s when I used to surf off of here, Ross Trevor. There are two great breaks off of here. When the South Coast is really pumping, there's a left that comes in off of this point here, just off of the groin to the west side of Dover Beach. Works its way right down into a channel that is just directly off of Ross Trevor. And then there is a fast, steep and fairly powerful right that comes in off of the church, St. Lawrence Church. It works its way into the channel in front of Ross Trevor as well. So for all of you surfer diehards, little secret spots for you. They're not really that secret, but we like to let you know of little spots that you can go to if the crowds are big in other areas. These are definitely great to surf. Haven't surfed here a lot recently, but I used to surf here before when, as I said before, when Trot was staying at Ross Trevor Hotel. We used to come out here quite often. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning here. Yes, we have some sargassum. We all know this is sargassum season, so if you expected anything differently, well, you're not familiar with the seasons that we've been having since 2015. Alright, our route that we got here is the same route we're going to use going back. So we got to time this well because there are quite a few waves that are pounding through here. Although it's low tide, it is on the other side of low tide. It's starting to go back towards high. So we're just going to take our time. I think low was around 5. I don't like to say 5. I don't like to be exact, but around 5:41. I'm not sure if that's right, but my memory tells me so. So we now know that we're getting a little bit higher now as we go in as the day goes on. We talked just now about not protecting the properties in this area. I'm going to be raising you a lot of times. So if you all hear a variation in my voice and stuff, you will understand why, because we are going through a section that you get a lot of backwashing off of the rocks itself. And we're taking our time because a lot of sand is turbulent in this area, and therefore I can't really see what's beneath me. So I'm going like step at a time, baby steps and foot slides rather than steps and step offs. But this property here, I remember when I had a 3-story laughing plaster home that was here, a beautiful old beach home. It was actually used, I'm not sure if it was used for rentals, because that is so long ago. I can't remember what it was used for, but I do know that that was here for many, many years. This property has been vacant for many years. You can go out here and do a little snoopy look as well from this conductor. But you can see the damage that's gone on here. All the walls are gone now. Constant pounding. Now I remember when I was young, there was a big beach here almost all the time. That has stopped now for a while. But this is the property here. From the other side, you've probably seen it from the roadside. If you pass where the archery area is, it is on your right going up St. Lawrence Gap. It's only a one-way St. Lawrence Gap, so I'm talking to those drivers, those walkers. Well, if you're going from Bridgetown to Oistins, this will be on your right side. This is just before we get to the south winds. Big, beautiful property. I don't know what the plans are for here. It's been up for sale for forever. All I see changing around here are the people who are trying to sell it. I see different names, different banners going up all the time, so we see what happens here. I'm not too sure if it has been sold or whatever, but I still see for sale signs around on it. Beautiful section for sure. But you can see all of the wall in the sea here. All this is wall area that's dropped off. We're going to take our time going around here again. Remember, it's going to be a lot of up and down yo-yo effects. So if you have any problems with vertigo or anything like that, hold on to something, because we're going to be jumping all about the place to get through here successfully and safely. It's really not that bad. I mean, it's easy to walk if you don't have a camera in your hand, that's for sure. But with a camera, it's a lot more challenging, even at low tide this morning, because there is that surge that's coming in. It's pounding me fairly aggressively here. Anyhow, I'm going to get through this here quite comfortably, I'm sure. You know why? Because I'm the Bajan Warrior, and also we're the EMC. All the wall that was here, gone. You can actually see a little further on where it started to decay. The actual coral stone itself, or the coral itself. I'll show you that in a minute, where it's gone under the actual wall and started to break down the inside section of the property as well. Just to show you where we're coming from. I'd like to show that as well, so that you see what we've been, where we were. So if you're interested in coming and walk in this section, you can do so on your own. But remember, you're going to have a little bit of challenges here as you're walking around this front section, and also climbing some of these stones that have been put out here in the groin area itself. Taking our time. We're not in a rush this morning, that's for sure. Just one step at a time. Good morning to all of you that are on the island. I am hoping that you will get out and enjoy some of this beauty. Remember, if you're here right down into like the 11th and 12th of August, we have another ultra low tide coming in at that time associated with the full moon. So you can plan for it. It's a little bit earlier than it was in this month. It's actually going to be around the 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock time rather than the 10 and 11 o'clock time. Because obviously tides change a little bit all the time. So you know, you will have to, you can plan it a little bit better, but it means you're going to have to get up early. So don't party too hard the night before, because you want to really enjoy it and take in the beauty. All this section here be eaten out, as you can see. Still a beautiful property. I won't mind casting my tent on this here, and maybe putting a hammock up for Mr. Conductor and his Mrs. Conductor when they came down here in November. We could just chill out here for a day, don't even move, just stop here and enjoy it for the day. Let them drink a little bit of the brackish water, and let me drink a little bit of water. I taught some licks yesterday talking about brackish water and cigarettes, but I don't mind. That's fine. I know the cigarette police are on here, because this morning they were already greeting people and saying good morning to them. So I know for sure that if I say about cigarettes today, she's going to come out of her shadow and take care of me, as she likes to say. Alright, we were talking just now about the erosion. I'm looking behind me all the time, so just forgive me if you're looking at plain rock or something. We talked just now about the erosion that's going on here with all the wall and stuff. You can see clearly here where this wall was. There was solid land behind it. As you can visibly see for yourself, all that has been eaten out. So if you don't reinforce your properties here in Barbados on the waterfront, especially on the south and on the west coast, you're going to lose some property for sure. I hope you all didn't get too much movement just on the gimbal. I did a flip over that way. I realized that it would have splashed up, so I had to do a front flip. But I think the gimbal has smoothed it out. Thank goodness we have that now. If not, you would have seen that entire 360 flip. But don't mind. It's good that you're knowing about it. You will have to take my word for that. Everybody knows already I'm an Olympian. Alright, so this is where I came now. Now, when I was younger, I wanted to get access to that beach from this side. I used to walk across these boulders here, step over into that private property and work my way down. But I decided to go the correct manner this morning and come down these boulders that have been put here. These are all just pieces of coral, massive boulders of coral that have been placed here when they constructed the groin. Alright, just give me a couple of seconds to elevate myself to a higher level. This is one of the biggest, I would have to say, and strongest fish pots I have ever seen. We may have shown you this here before, but normally you only have like chicken mesh wire that's used for them. But as you can see, this is obviously being put or designed to catch something large or to take a lot of battering. I guess on the south coast and stuff, they may want to put something a little bit stronger in this area. I don't see any flotation woods and stuff in it. It's all joined with metal, so I guess a long-term project here. Alright, those Dover lovers, this is your beach. I know there are many of you on board. This is the entire length of Dover Beach for you this morning. How beautiful. Those who have been coming here since the 70s and stuff will remember DV South Winds was really active on this side of the road originally. They had a structure that ran, as you can see, from the east to west. They also had one that used to run from north to south. In latter times that was used as the administration block and stuff. However, that has been taken on for a period of time now. This pool actually and deck area here belong to DV South Winds as well. Just beautiful. I don't see too many people here, but then again, I don't come out at 10 o'clock or walk around, or 12 o'clock when people are here. I usually come in the morning, but I can see there are quite a few chairs and stuff. But it's a beautiful location for sure. I'm not sure if I'd like to lie next to the pool when I had this option. This is absolutely magnificent. If that is any of you coming in on that flight, your flight is being recorded. I don't even know if it's a cargo flight or not, but if you're the captain on that, you can come and enjoy this beauty today with us. Visualize yourself on that coming into Barbados and what you're viewing right now. Of course, me and everything else below here. Beautiful morning, absolutely beautiful morning. I am going to take you on the lower elevation. We'll raise our hands and stuff, but I want to show you the big movement of sand that has happened here. Although the above section is a solid beach, I want to show you a little bit of how much sand has moved since we were last here, and the angle of the beach and stuff as well. Before we do that though, I'd just like to mention about the groin here. When I was in my teens, there was no groin. I would say right up to my early 20s maybe, no groin was here. There was no beach here where we're walking. All from here was no beach. Honestly, no beach at all. Those coconut trees are all new. You can see there's not that much growth on them, but that's all new. There was no beach in front of here whatsoever. However, when I say that, yes, okay, maybe 20 feet at low tide, and that was pretty much it. But at high tide, when the swells were on, you couldn't walk in front of Southern Palms and stuff without getting soaked. So we're going to come back over to this section and show you the groin. Originally, when this groin was dropped, it was a major concern. Even more of a concern is when they extended it out to that point, which means it would have just trapped all the sand from getting down the coastline. So that section was actually removed, and that's why you see this groin so high, because all the boulders that were put there were just placed on top of the other ones that were here. It has built a world-class beach without a doubt. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the rays and reflections here. Woohoo! Okay, so all of those people from over the other side, we also have our beautiful rays and reflections. And right now we do have some sargassum, and you don't have any either, so there you go. Alright, to give you an understanding of how this beach goes up very quickly, we can do it further on, but this hopefully at this far distance will give you a better understanding of what it's like, because I can take you right down from here and show you straight up. As you can see, it is very eaten away on the lower section, but that happens. That's expected. We've just come through March and April and May when we've had some very big swells, and it's time it usually starts to get a lot calmer. We usually get like some south winds and stuff, southeast winds and thing, but usually the swells drop right off unless there's a major east coast swell or a hurricane that's coming through. You can go back up on the top for a little bit, and then we're going to come back down. Alright, so I've heard some mixed responses about stuff at this restaurant here, Pure Ocean. I have had quite a few good responses, and then I've had a couple that were mixed as well from some locals that have been here and eaten. I.e., or I think it was our sister from the east. But I know for sure it's absolutely stunning facility. And I know we've brought some large groups here when I worked with the cruise ships before. If they had delayed flights and stuff, they had to leave the ship for cleaning of the cabins. They would use this as one of the spots. Alright, just to show you a lot of turtle traps going up here as well. We saw them yesterday. We've seen them almost every time you go to the beach. And as you'll see at the top here, I would assume there's a nest because it's all disturbed. You can see it's being dug out and then sort of like replaced with the softer sand. Just thought about Elvis. I'm not going to interview him today, but this is Elvis Trott, my buddy, who everybody probably knows on here already. This is my lifelong friend, a friend that I don't have to hear for 8 months, but I know if I call him or if he calls me, we'll be there for each other for sure. Live in the same rock. Trust me, there's a storm system coming in. First thing that happens is Trot on fast dial, because I want to know where the surf's going to be. This property is probably one of the prettiest properties on the south coast to me, and that is because of its low elevation, and also because these are very old structured buildings, especially in this section. These are like the traditional Bajan style big beach house that would have been for obviously the richer and more famous. And Southern Palms is a very old hotel, steeped in history. I mean, for the time I walked, Southern Palms was here. For the time I remember this beach, Southern Palms was here. So I will tell you, this is the old style architecture, and they have not ruined it by going high rise. There is a section that's a little higher further up, which is a newer section. We get that in a few minutes, but to give you an understanding of how far this property goes, we're going to walk it, and I'm going to let you view over it as well. You know, Mr. Conductor, he wants the nosies. But before we do that, I'm going to work our way back down, back onto the beach section, and let you have a look at how beautiful a 360 is right on the edge itself. But all these are new trees. Where this guy is running now would have been the regular high water mark. So you would have only had maybe 20 feet of sand at the most on any given day, and especially if it was good conditions. Morning guys, how are you all going? You having a good vacation in Barbados? Wonderful, man. Okay. Yeah, you too. Beautiful morning. Absolutely beautiful. Right, we can do our 360 from right here. A lot of turtle tracks up here. Lots of possible nests. So hopefully, you know, following them. I know they're always out, so I'm sure they will come here. But this is one of the favorite places. However, one of the dreads is all of the coconut roots and stuff. As you can see further up, they would cause a problem for turtles digging for sure. So, you know, that is one of the concerns that they have, and a rightful concern for them as well. Okay, so here we go. First 360 for the morning. Enjoy. Enjoy the beauty and enjoy silence, okay? You may not get too much of this. And just for the folks that have a problem with balance and stuff, now hopefully you have settled yourself and you will not fall down, because we are continuing this walk. Now I want to take you down here just a little bit, just to show you again another view of how high this sand is, and how strong this beach is, because we've been through some fairly rough swells and stuff, and it's only sort of like taking away sand in the lower section. So you can see how strong this beach is. Strong as in how deep this beach would be, or how deep the sands would be, and how strong up inside that section would be. You can see here everything starts like just disappear on the lower elevation. That is how much sand has moved. Now in summer, when out here starts to really build beautifully again, hopefully after sargassum departs, coming into like September and stuff, out here we'll have a much better angle on this beach. You'll be able to walk here and actually, or on this kind of section here, and see the sand on the upper elevation. As you can see, it just disappears right now. We're only seeing all the root structures from the coconut tree. You can see why the concerns are there for turtles and stuff, because there's no way they can dig through this type of root formation here for sure. All right, we're going to go back up here and we're going to walk this property as I said we were going to do. I saw some stuff that went on recently that looks great. I think is a great enhancement for all of those southern palm lovers. But this property goes from here, and we're going to continue walking up, give you a couple of nosies en route. You can see all of this is sort of like a coral reef kind of effect. You know, very old kind of structure that maintained the original kind of building structure from a long time ago, what the original hotels looked like in the island. Beautiful gardens, lovely grass, absolutely stunning. Now, I don't get paid by Southern Palms to promote this hotel by any means, but I certainly am going to promote this because I think this is an amazing beach one. This was my home beach for many, many years until I moved to Silver Sands. So I've known here for a long, long time, and for a very long time, and even after at Silver Sands, and even at my home beach, which is now Sandy Beach, Worthing, I always frequent here. I come through here almost every day. I know almost all the guys here. I've known Penny from the time Penny was a little fella. Well, not a little fella, because I'm a lot younger than Penny. But actually, Penny was never a little fella physically. But from a young guy, I remember when he used to fly his hobby cats over a fishing boat that used to actually be off of here. The fishing boat is what we used to use to monitor the swells and the sets that were coming through, along with white sands. This is I would have to say, a #1 rated break for me, surf break. A little bit slower, not as hollow as a lot of the breaks on the island, but one of the best shore breaks and beach breaks that I know of for sure. However, it has changed a lot since the beach was built, because a lot of sand has gone on the reef that was close in, and that has changed the entire surf section out here. So once upon a time you come here and surf any tide. Now you have to pick your tides. Too much tide is going to give you a huge backwash and stuff because of all the sand that's built up. So you have to really pick the day that you come here to surf this break. Luckily, there are a lot of webcams around. There are 2 up on the lifeguard hut that you can look and see what it looks like before you come to this area. But once again, look at these beautiful, beautiful accommodations. And if this doesn't whet your appetite, or if this doesn't please the Southern Palms guests that are on board with us this morning, all of the residents that love Southern Palms will only come here. This will certainly do it for you, this 180. Here you go. Your beach. As I told, I don't know, last night I couldn't sleep at all. I may have had probably 2 or 3 hours sleep. I got this morning and said, I'm going to go out and do a short vlog today. I'm only going to get about 15 minutes today and so many comments and stuff and go back home and hold at least 2 hours more sleep. Well, that doesn't happen. From the time I hit that start button, I just transform, because the journey is what I'm on. And the journey has to be the best that I can offer you all, which is the beauty and the peace and serenity that I experience, so that your day can start off as good as possible. At least if this starts your day well, your day will start off as good as possible. You can see all of the work going on, the swimming pool getting checked and stuff. A lot of work going on here. Southern Palms, beautiful. As I said, it's maintained, its structure, it is just gorgeous. What has changed a lot over the years, I remember when, again, talking about maybe late teens, early 20s, sorry, just swooping on there to fix the shoe. This wall here, when you walk past, you would have walked past this wall at shoulder to head height. You would have had to sort of like hop up a little bit to look inside, because there was no sand, as I had mentioned before. However, the sand is not just built in width, it's also built in body as well. You can see how high it is now. This wall is not being cut down. This wall is how it was, but there was no sand here originally. Steel band shed still here. It's not a independent structure anymore, but this is where the steel band still sets up, as it always did years and years before. As you can see, what a beautiful grounds. Now this is the enhancements that I've seen since I was here last time. They've put some beach chairs and some benches out here for all of you guests that are staying at this hotel. We talked about this opening here in this wall that had been made, so that you could actually get onto the beach and stuff without having to go through the small exit. That was one of the only exits. Well, there were little ones like that all along, but they've opened up this here right by the bar for your convenience. You can get in and out of the restaurant a lot easier. And they've now added all of these chairs and these benches. Absolutely wonderful. Beautiful. Volleyball courts are used quite often. A lot of visitors here, along with some local crew as well, will play some volleyball. Not right now, but in peak season when you get a lot more people here. Now this is a slightly newer section, but not that much newer, but it's still maintained. It's relatively low profile. I think it's beautiful. It's not cosmetically the most beautiful hotel beachfront, but it's still beautiful. What I missed from here a lot was the steeple thatch roof that used to go up here. There was a massive one that used to go up off of this section here. I don't know if any of you all will remember it, just by the bar area in general. I'm watching our time. I don't want this to go too long today. We've been doing a lot of 50-minute and close to the 1 hours. I really don't want to go that long today. It's not because I don't want to show you beautiful Barbados. It's just I don't want to show you all in one day. So, I'm going to give you a nice little 360 from down here. Let you have a look at this section as well. Let you get a feel for where I am. And hopefully, with all your memories of Barbados, I will have to say, beautiful memories of Barbados. You will be able to take this in and appreciate what it feels like to stand right where I am. Here we go. Just gorgeous. Now all of here has sargassum under it. Walking along here, you will see how deep these footprints are. There's a lot of sargassum, not all under here, but there's a lot of sargassum under the sand itself. There are huge crews, clean-up crews that come and clean these beaches. I'm not sure if they're going to be coming today, but I have seen like 30, 40 plus people when it's been really bad cleaning the beach. We have a massive clean-up campaign going on at the moment in the island. I think the island is probably as beautiful as she has ever been. All of the country roads and stuff that you would have had bush hitting your wing mirrors, the whole drive, they've all been cut back. The whole place is looking absolutely beautiful. I just wish us Bajans would play a little stronger role in keeping it litter free. So hopefully anyone that's on here this morning, if you were just about to drop a sweetie wrapper, put it in your back pocket, carry it home with you, or carry it to the nearest trash can, please. Beautiful morning. Now further up the beach, lots of sargassum is stuck in that area. And as you will see, the whole shoreline here has quite a bit of it in it. So it's not all beautiful as in pristine, but it is beautiful still, as you can see. I'm sure that anybody that's not here in Barbados right now would not mind exchanging positions with me and coming and enjoying this beauty today. I was going to incorporate some more beaches, but we're going to finish our walk today at the end of this beach. We're just going to cover the Dover area. We actually added on the section on my Ross Trevor. That was a new section that was not planned for. However, the tide did permit it, so we took that in this morning. Okay, so Lynn and all the others that are Infinity diehards, here we go. Beach boy, good morning to you. I know this is where I will find you in a couple of months' time, and look for me, please. I know I will see you because you stand out in the crowd. A real true beach boy. This is their favorite place. This is the Infinity on the beach. I used to know this as the Bresme Hotel a long time ago. Actually, I know when there was no beach facility here really at all. There was a little beach bar that was offered to the Bresme. It was on the other side. All where this bar section is here would have been water at high tide. They had some huge boulders like the groin and stuff that you're seeing down there, all dropped along in front of here to protect the actual property area. No longer need for that because, as you can see, a massive, solid, strong beach. Absolutely beautiful. This is most definitely rated, in my opinion, as one of the most beautiful beaches in Barbados. Very much so. We have quite a few of these. We're taking on them. We have a lot more to explore. Just going to wait a little bit for the sargassum to shift, and then we'll go to some of them again. But this would definitely be rated as one of the most beautiful beaches in the island, and possibly I would say my second best in the island right now. Charles's Water Sports. Last time we were down here, we spoke to Charles. He bid a good morning to you all, bless you all as he moved on. He is here still, but he hasn't come down yet. Charles is sleeping in this morning or something. I guess it's because it's a little bit low at the moment and a lot of chairs are not being put out and stuff. But Charles Waters offers all types of water sports, bodyboards, whatever you want. Check with him when you're down here on this beach. Lots and lots of guys that set up chairs in this area. There are like 3 or 4 guys that will set up chairs along this section. So I don't know if you have your preferred guy or whatever, but there are many different guys along here. All of them are amazing. We all know this guy here. We spoke to him many times we passed before. What a feature that you may not know of, some of you, or those of you that have not visited here, is a Wi-Fi facility that offers from right here. There are also beach cameras from right there. I'm standing between them so nobody can see me. But there are 2 beach cams here. All the facilities you can imagine. Washrooms are here. Numerous bars and restaurants. Johnny Cool's Jazz Bar is just over on our right hand side. Another amazing spot. This place is completely different from when I knew it. When I first started to come here, there was no facilities here, no structures there whatsoever. Right along here, we see these massive columns. They used to have two coconut limb topped umbrellas in that area there where the guy is with his umbrella, and they had one here as well, and there was one small wall with a couple of almond trees in front that we used to all sit on and pass the time of day. I'm sure that many of you all will remember that as well. Things have changed tremendously, but for the better, for sure. Well, better as in for your conveniences. For me, you know me, I'm sort of like old school. I like how it was, but that would not be functional in this day's market or in this day's tourism that we're promoting for Barbados. All right, up here suffering a lot from erosion as well as sargassum. You will see that no coconut trees all exposed around the base again. Well, that's the ones up by the Marisol area. We're going in that direction now. Just beautiful. Sapphire on the beaches just here. I know there's some of our family that own condos in there, timeshare condos, and own some in there. And I know some that just stay here as well. Very, very popular. I remember when here was originally Cable and Wireless office. That was a very original. I know my father used to work here in the Second World War. He used to do Morse code and stuff. And then it turned into Cable and Wireless office, and it went to the Dover Convention Center. A very big convention center was set up by government. They had massive meeting rooms, etc. Then it lay dormant for many years, and then Sapphire sprung up. It is looking beautiful now. Really beautiful property. When this first built here, I was like, what is this structure? This doesn't look anything like Beijing at all. But then it sort of like just settled into itself. Again, it is a high structure, but as you can see, it is not, I wouldn't really say it's any higher than tree level. So it is sort of like within the kind of realms that I would appreciate. It's a little bit high for me. However, this would be acceptable because the tree level law that would have been in or was in at one time, that is the height of trees. Not like some of the other structures in the gap for sure. All right, look at the erosion that's gone on here. Again, very strong beach. A lot of this will level completely out in very near future. But as I said before, South Coast is being pounded intensely by some swells. According to Alan Burt, it has been one of the most powerful and most consistent years that he has seen for a very long time, if ever. Because you know, he's on the water all the time, and that is what he said about this year. So you know, I don't know. For me, it wasn't. Because it didn't hit certain spots, but he is way more of an expert on the surf than me for sure. All this root structure again in trouble. Now you would remember last time we saw this in here like this, we had a nice slanted beach, but that has gone. Lots of sargassum just sitting in this corner up in here waiting for something big to come and move it as it swells. Lots and lots of sargassum. All right, good morning to you again. So I hope you all have enjoyed Friday with me, and I hope that some of you all will make a guess for tomorrow as to where our Docel Saturday would be. Docel Saturday, pretty much like today, I could call today Docel Friday, because all we've done is talk nonsense and walked on the beaches of Barbados and enjoy the beauty. So we're going to do that tomorrow as well, at an easier pace. But we're going tomorrow somewhere that is only really beautiful at low tide. Not that it's not beautiful, but more functional at low tide. So hopefully the beach should be down there like how it was a week ago when I was there. The tide is not as low as it was at that time, but the tide tomorrow is going to be around 6:41. So our 6 o'clock, 6:30 start will be perfect for that low tide. So from me to you, I'm going to talk a little bit more and show you a little bit more, because you all know my mouth is now kicking in. I've only just gone into 4th gear or 5th gear, is waiting for selection. But I just want to say hi to you all and extend my love, my care, and my best wishes to you all. If my angel is on this morning, you already know I gave you my heart a long time ago, so it's here waiting on you. For all others that have left their partners here in Barbados and had to travel back overseas, you know we got some lover boys down here, you know. So for all you all that left your lover boys and your mates down here in Barbados, or your partners in Barbados, we are taking care of your hearts till you return. But come back soon, because we need to give them back to you for you to refresh them, so we can take care of them again for you. Beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Right now I'm thinking of my buddy who will be right here in this water swimming now and brewing a cup of coffee for me. I got a lot of coffee brewers that love me, you know. So I'm working on them bit by bit. And then I have some that have so many ticks, you're going to have a year's supply of coffee. I have one person that calls herself the WIB, West is Best. Well, she already got a case of coffee for me, so I hope she's bringing it back down with her when she comes next time. and for my Sludge Brewing crazy driver or the one-armed bandit, I hope you have a marvelous day, and I'm looking forward to spending a little chat with you. Don't mind, we both have the same talkative problem, and we both are carrying on our own conversations, and neither of us are listening to each other because we're more interested in talking and listening to ourselves. But I'm looking forward to meeting you again soon. To everyone else, if you're on the island, we'll be at the office on Sunday. Hopefully you will come there as well. We will tell you about that again tomorrow, but I want to put in that plug. From the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful island of Barbados, a paradise to some, home to others, and heaven to me, I bid you farewell for your day. I wish you all the best. I wish you peace. I wish you happiness. I wish you love. Most of all, I wish that you will go forward today and spread all of what you have seen and felt this morning, that you're feeling in your heart right now, to everyone around you. Make this world a better place. You can do it. We can do it. You know why? Because we are the EMC.